Hi guys, Luke here and welcome to another FIFA 20 video, and today guys is going to be your information and guide video on what to expect for the upcoming FUT birthday promo, which is due to take place and kick off this Friday, March 27th. I'm very excited for it. Hopefully you guys are as well. It's actually been quite a few days now in general since we've actually had a decent SBC from EA. Yesterday we only got the PSG like 4th kit SBC. Today we only got an 84 rated to a 91 rated guaranteed upgrade pack, which you could only do once. So we haven't really had too much recently, which is a bit of a shame considering most people aren't going to work like myself. Now, I'm not going to work as from tomorrow, and also people are going to school and stuff like that. Hopefully EA were going to give us like some cool milestone objectives, but they didn't, which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. At least we have got a promo coming up this Friday for the first time in actually a few weeks, and it was one of my favorite promos last year, FUT Birthday. But the interesting thing is, FUT Birthday promo of last year was literally the Shapeshifters promo of this year. So Shapeshifters was basically the entire aspect of the entire theme around FUT Birthday pretty much put into just its entirely own promo for this year. Now, of course, what are they going to do? Surely EA can't just basically re-release the Shapeshifters promo. So if we cast our minds back to last year, 21 cards were put into packs with various shape-shifting position changes. So for example, Virgil van Dijk went from a centre-back to a striker, which was actually really cool because then you could convert him from a striker to a CDM. There were interesting ones, like I think Aubameyang went into packs, Griezmann did, Heung-min Son. There was also 5 FUT Birthday cards were actually put into SBCs, such as Lukaku went from a striker to a centre-back, Ramos went from a centre-back to a striker as well, I believe, and then there was also 6 players to be able to grind for in objectives, cards like Ibrahimovic as a centre-back, Guarin as well, who used to be like a really overpowered player back in the day. He got one, which is obviously pretty cool to be able to grind for. And I believe the promo did take place over a 1-week period, but this year I think we'll see it take place over a 2-week period, and basically kind of just like be the gear up towards team of the season and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, that's what we can expect. 21 players in packs based on last year, of course, 6 in objectives and 5 in SBCs. I think we can even expect more in objectives this year, purely because objectives are even more important and are a much more bigger kind of aspect of the game this year than what they have been in previous years gone by. So I think we'll even see more players actually be put into objectives, not just in seasons objectives, but also potentially in milestones, which would obviously be very cool. So we've got that part there. Now, obviously, what happens last year doesn't mean the exact same is going to happen this year, but it does give a good general guidance to some of the things that we could see, because typically EA don't always repeat everything, but they do kind of tend like to take the skeleton part of it and then always apply that same part. So we should see 21 players, we should see a similar amount in SBCs, we should see a similar amount of objectives and stuff like that. But there's also more things you can expect. Obviously upgrade packs, you can expect daily puzzle SBCs. This was stuff that we had last year, and also engagement rewards was something that we also got last year for just playing the game. And once again, it's something that I think we'll be able to see this year from EA. Now, one thing that we will not see yet again this year, obviously from EA, that we did see in FUT Birthday last year, was that more prime icon moments were put into SBCs. I believe it was like 10 icon moment SBCs came out throughout the whole FUT Birthday promo last year, and that's sadly something that we won't see this year, which is a big shame, of course. Will we see a prime icon pack? Will we see a prime icon moments pack come into the game? It's very unlikely, purely because that the mid icon pack is still active for like 25 days, so I don't think we'll see any new variations of icon packs come in, which obviously is a little bit sad, but even so, it is what it is. There was also 6 additional anniversary cards that were actually released for the entire FUT Birthday promo last year, including the likes of an End of an Era Iron Robin SBC, there was the Flashback Vidal, there was the Flashback Villa. Now, of course, we've already had a lot of similar Flashback and End of an Era cards this year. You know, for example, we had an End of an Era David Villa one last year during this promo. We had a Flashback David Villa. We've already had for the 2nd year in a row a Flashback Vidal SBC. But once again, I think we can expect cards, you know, as flashbacks and End of an Eras to come back into the game. For example, I expect to see an End of an Era Casillas for this promo. I expect to see a Flashback Nasri. Someone commented on one of my videos recently saying that they'll probably never see a Flashback Nasri. Now might be your chance to potentially see a Flashback Nasri in the game, which would be really cool, because he actually literally does deserve one, because he used to be a sick player back in the day. So we can expect again a similar amount. There was 5 Flashback cards that were released in the promo last year and 1 End of an Era card, and we can kind of expect something similar to that as well. So it's basically going to be a lot of content every single day for like 2 weeks solid, which is going to be really really exciting. And as long as I'm not in work, you can expect a lot of content at least on the channel, which would be pretty good. So I think that's everything. I think one thing that I also want to cover is that, you know, with the fact that we had the Shapeshifters promo this year, it would be really bad by EA to just kind of do the same as last year and basically copy the Shapeshifters promo this year and just, you know, release position change cards. I don't think that's something that we will do, because if you cast your mind back even further back to like FIFA 18, FIFA 17, what they used to do was they used to kind of release players that used to be like fan favorites and give them like cool upgrades. So for example, one year we had a Kazuki Honda card that was an 84 rated card when he was playing in like the Mexican League or something like that, and it was sort of like a flashback to one of his informs back when he was playing for AC Milan. You also had I remember one year you were able to grind towards a Yaya Toure card, like a 90 rated Yaya Toure card from Manchester City for free in objective. So they might do like cool sorts of fan favorite flashback cards in a sense that we might be able to get from packs and stuff. Who knows what EA are going to exactly do. I expect it'll be something that will maybe also a few position changes also incorporated into that as well. So kind of a mix is like taking a segment of the Shapeshifters promo and applying to that, and then also fan favorite cards of previous years also being applied into one kind of massive promo. That's what I've been able to gather from it. Obviously, make sure that you keep staying tuned, and when you keep looking into FIFA every single day at 6 PM between now and when the promo does get released on Friday, no doubt EA will put a little bit of clues when you go against like the promo screen when you're logging into Ultimate Team. They'll keep adding stuff like that over the next few days. So you might be watching this on like Thursday, and there might be lots of information that EA have given out since then. But on the information that we're going on right now is that EA have only given us this screenshot on Twitter and on logging into the game. That's all we have to go on by, and previous years of what they've done with this promo. But hopefully it's going to give you guys, at least, you know, this video is giving you a little bit of an idea on what to expect for it. I'm excited for it. It is literally kind of like the final stage now really before Team of the Season, because of course there won't be any UCL promo from now on this FIFA, of course, because of what's going on in the world. But from this, I reckon we'll have this promo for 2 weeks. We'll have maybe another 2 weeks off, and then it will be voting time for Team of the Season most consistent, or Team of the Season community vote, or something like that. So we're about a month away, about 4 weeks away now, I'd say, from 4 to 5 weeks away probably from getting Team of the Season as well. But anyway guys, hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys later.